What's happening, people? Good evening, for starters. I hope everyone's had a brilliant day. So yeah, just to jump straight into it, this will be my second video now for Brad Skelly, Body, Mind and Soul. The first video, simply like I've mentioned in that, was an introduction as to the intentions that were set and the direction that I was aiming to go within the page. And a little bit of a background within myself. Now, as we follow on throughout the journey with each of yous and with myself, because it's very much a journey with myself as well, I will be sort of mentioning or speaking about topics individually that I feel strongly about, or my opinions within them topics. And like I've mentioned before, you know, people can disagree, people can agree, and either's fine. There's no pressure within this page at all. There's nothing within this page that's telling me telling you guys what's right and wrong. These are all just opinions and guidance for anybody that's sort of feeling a certain way. I've already had a couple of messages. The page is going really well. And I've already managed to help a couple of people out that have been going through some stuff that have resonated with the very first video that I posted. Now, the topic that I wanted to touch on within this video was vulnerability. I know very much so within the society that we live in nowadays and the masculinity side of things, that emotional vulnerability is sort of shunted or sort of disregarded within some people. Not that it is as a whole, but I know that a lot of people do that. I've been in workspaces myself where, like I mentioned again with the masculinity side of thing, was that my ego would kick in a lot of the time when I would feel vulnerable. As I would see, I would basically feel like it was a weakness. And, you know, not necessarily that anybody had made me feel like it was, but like I say, moving through the motions that we're moving with society nowadays, I know a lot of people may feel the same. So yeah, just wanted to touch on that. And, you know, my opinions within that would be that it takes masses and masses of courage to show up regardless and be seen, no matter what the outcome is. Like I mentioned yesterday, the unknown's a scary place, but to just completely show up and be seen regardless of the consequences takes masses of strength. Masses of strength. If you can really dig deep down and find that courage and find that strength to stand there and just be seen regardless, that takes masses of strength. There's no weakness there. There's no weakness there at all. And then I can imagine, like you say, you know, if you're feeling vulnerable or you're feeling a bit of a subordinate within the situation, you know, to just sort of carry on as though everything is normal and ignore that or disregard it feels like it may be the easiest option there and then. But no way, shape and form is it. No, in no way, shape and form is that the easiest option. Like I say, there and then you might be thinking, oh, well, for the surrounding that I'm in, yeah, no, you know what, I'll ignore them feelings or I'll bottle them feelings down. And yeah, maybe temporary, but then that's a very, very temporary fix to a permanent situation maybe. Do you know, like, the more that you're bottling these things down and ignoring them and disregarding them, they're still there. You know, you're not actually digging deep, facing the problem head on, facing the demon head on and facing the fear head on. It's just getting pushed down and pushed down and pushed down until there'll be a black ball of negative darkness or negative energy within you that just sits there. And every once in a while will pop up and you will feel that. I'm an advocate of that myself. You will most definitely feel these demons and this darkness within you pop up to say hello now and again, and it's not too pleasant. I've had to learn that myself. You know, that to really get to the bottom of things, you literally need to tackle it head on, address it head on and tackle it head on. Another thing within that topic I wanted to mention was that, you know, you can gain a lot from you can gain a lot from becoming emotionally vulnerable, but making it apparent as well. You know, I feel like a lot of love, a lot of support, a lot of friendships can grow from this because you're being your 100% authentic self. This is like when I bring it back to the feeling of shunting it down because you'll feel like you're a subordinate or whatnot. You know, within being authentic and true to yourself, you allow yourself to connect on a deeper empathetic level with others around you. Now, you know the analogy of, I say the analogy, more of a very, very strong belief of mine that we are energy. We are simply forms of energy, transmitting in or manifested in a physical physical organization on a human experience. Now, with that and with the energetic format, knowing that it will attract the same sources, that, you know, if you are being your authentic self, and what your authentic self is being is real and to be seen and to be true, and you want people to see you as you are then going to attract the right people for you within that situation and in general. You know, whereas if you are masking the way you're feeling, you are then going to attract that at the same time. I've been in many situations myself where, you know, I've felt like I would mask something, or I felt like I would shunt something down emotionally, just to be around a specific set of people that I would have maybe looked up to, I guess then, which now I look back was always a lesson for me to be able to be my true self, because they would not be the right people to guide me forward on my journey, or be the people that would support me in those situations. So yeah, it works either way. It works either way, but to do so, you need to follow your path. And yeah, so just to conclude, that is a massive thing in this day and age. And you know, people that are watching this, that, you know, that can resonate or can agree, or that have experienced something similar to this themselves, whether that be within the workplace, whether that be within their home, whether that be on the street, wherever that may be. If you're watching this and you feel like you're either going through this right now, or you've been through this and you want to talk to someone about it, or you're trying to sort of build up the courage to sort of face this head on, then pop me a message. Like I said on the last video, I'm here. I'm all ears. Anything you need, any guidance that needs presenting to you, I'm here to give. So yeah, guys, vulnerability ticked off. I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, slide me a message in the DMs, and we'll sort of tackle anything head on that's needed. Peace.